Good morning students. In this video I am continuing the second chapter of class 11th chemistry, and today I will discuss about dual behavior of matter. According to de Broglie, matter can exhibit dual behavior, that is particle like behavior and wave like behavior. According to de Broglie, matter can exhibit dual behavior, that is particle like properties and wave like properties. And any moving particles such as photon, electrons, any moving particles, they have some momentum and as well as some wavelength, and you can calculate the wavelength of moving particles using this formula: lambda is equal to h by mv, or lambda is equal to h by p, or p is equal to mv, that is momentum. P is equal to mass into velocity. Okay, and you can also express the wavelength associated with a moving particle in terms of kinetic energy, and the equation is lambda is equal to h by root over 2 me. Suppose E is the kinetic energy of the particle, then the momentum of the particle will be equal to p will be equal to root over 2 me. So lambda will be equal to h by root over 2 me. Now see, according to de Broglie, the according to de Broglie, the electron revolving around the nucleus in the form of standing wave. If the radius of the circular path is circular orbit is r, then the circumference of the total circular path is 2 pi r. Circumference is 2 pi r, and according to de Broglie, this circumference of the circular path or circular orbit will be equal to some integral multiple of wavelength. If the wavelength of this standing wave is lambda, if the wavelength of this standing wave is lambda, then the circumference, that is 2 pi r, of the circular path is equal to some integral multiple of wavelength of the wave, that is equal to n lambda, where n is a integer and value of n is equal to 1 2 3 like this. Okay, so according to de Broglie, you can write 2 pi r is equal to n lambda. Again, we know that lambda is h by mv, so 2 pi r is equal to nh by mv, or after rearrangement we get mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi. That is, angular momentum of the electron revolving around the nucleus is equal to some integral multiple of h by 2 pi. Now see, Heisenberg uncertainty principle, very important principle, Heisenberg uncertainty principle. According to this principle, it is impossible to determine simultaneously the exact position and exact momentum or exact velocity of electron, and this principle is applicable for microscopic particle, for subatomic particle mainly. Okay, so according to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, it is impossible to determine simultaneously the exact position and exact momentum or velocity of an electron, and mathematically the Heisenberg uncertainty principle can be written as delta x into delta px is greater than equal to h by 4 pi. Delta x into delta px is greater than equal to h by 4 pi, where delta x is the uncertainty in position and delta px is the uncertainty in momentum, which is greater than equal to h by 4 pi. Again, we know p is equal to mv, so you can also write delta x into delta mvx is greater than equal to h by 4 pi, or delta x into delta vx is greater than equal to h by 4 pi m, where delta x is the uncertainty in position and delta px is the uncertainty in momentum along the x-axis, and delta vx is the uncertainty in velocity of the particle. So according to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, it is not possible to determine simultaneously the exact position and exact momentum of an electron, okay, in an atom. Now the significance of Heisenberg uncertainty principle: it rules out existence of definite paths or trajectories of electrons and other similar particles. And second significance, the effect of Heisenberg uncertainty principle is significant only for microscopic particles or microscopic object, and it is negligible for macroscopic object. Now see quantum mechanical model of atom. First you have to know what is quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics is a theoretical science. Quantum mechanics is a theoretical science which deals with the study of motion of microscopic object that have both observable wave-like and particle-like properties. Okay, now see important point, important topic, quantum numbers. What are quantum numbers? These are some numbers which are used to get complete information of about electrons, that is location of electron, energy of electron, spin of electron. Okay, so quantum numbers are some numbers which are used to get complete information about electrons. There are four types of quantum number: principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, and spin quantum number. So first type of quantum number is principal quantum number, and it is represented by small n. Okay, so principal quantum number, it is represented by small n. Okay, and it is the most important quantum number since it tells the principal energy level, or it tells about the cells to which the electron belongs. Okay, so principal quantum number which tells about the cell number or principal energy level, it is denoted by the letter small n, and the value of principal quantum number is always 1 2 3 4 like this, not 0. Okay, the value of n is 1 2 3 4 like this, and the various principal energy cells are also designated by the letter K cell, L cell, M cell, M cell. When the value of principal quantum number n is equal to 1, then it is K cell. When the value of principal quantum number is 2, then it is L cell. When the value of principal quantum number is 3, then it is M cell. Okay, so principal quantum number only tells about the different types of energy level, or different types of cell. Okay, the principal quantum number gives us the following information. It gives the average distance. It gives the average distance of the electron from the nucleus. It gives the average distance of the electron from the nucleus. It completely determines the energy of the electron in hydrogen atom and hydrogen like particles. And according to both atomic model, the formula of calculation of energy of electron is in nth orbit, En is equal to 2 minus 2 pi square me z square e to the power 4 by n square h square. Using this formula, you can calculate the energy of an electron in nth Bohr orbit, or in n cell. Okay, where n is the principal quantum number, n is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 like this. And the maximum number of electron present in any principal cell is given by 2n square. We know that the maximum number of electron present in any principal cell is given by 2n square rule, where n is the number of the principal cell. So principal quantum number mainly tells about the different types of energy level or energy cell. Next type of quantum number, azimuthal or subsidiary or orbital angular quantum number, which is represented by small l. Okay, and azimuthal quantum number helps to explain the line spectrum of the final line spectrum of hydrogen atom. Okay, this quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, which is denoted by small l. Okay, for any value of principal quantum number, if the value of principal quantum number is small n, then the value of azimuthal quantum number ranging from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, if value of principal quantum number is n, then the values of azimuthal quantum number ranging from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, for example, for first cell, n is equal to 1 and value of l is 0, only 0. The value of l is 0 to n minus 1, that means 0 to 0 minus 1, that is 0. For second cell, value of n is principal quantum number is 2, then possible value of azimuthal quantum number is 0 to n minus 1 that is 0 to 2 minus 1 that is 0 to 1. Okay, 0 and 1. And for third cell, value of azimuthal quantum number is 0 1 2 when n is equal to 3. Okay, and subcell corresponding to different value of L are represented by the following symbol. When value of L is 0, then we get S subcell. When value of L is 1, then we get P subcell. When value of L is 2, then we get D subcell. Okay, if value of azimuthal quantum number is 3, we get F subcell, like this. Okay, so each value of azimuthal quantum number represents one subcell. Okay, so azimuthal quantum number tell us about the different subcell under a particular cell. Okay, that is how many subcell are possible in a particular cell. We can get information about the number of subcell by you can get information about the total number of subcell from azimuthal quantum number. Now see, azimuthal quantum number gives the following information. The number of subcell present in a main cell, number of subcell present in the main cell, and second, the orbital angular momentum, that is L, of the electron present in any subcell. The angular orbital momentum or orbital angular momentum, which is represented by capital L, is equal to root over L into small l into L small l plus 1 into h by 2 pi. Okay, where capital L is the orbital angular momentum of electron present in any subcell, and about the relative energies of various subcell and shape of various subcell present within the same principal cell. We can get information about this point from azimuthal quantum number. Next type of quantum number is magnetic quantum number, which is represented by m or ml. Okay, the magnetic quantum number determines the number of orbitals present in any subcell. The magnetic quantum number determines the number of orbitals present in any subcell, and the values of m or ml, that is magnetic quantum number, ranging from minus L to plus L. Okay, minus L to plus L, including 0. That is, total values of ml is 12 plus 1. There are total 12 plus 1 possible values of magnetic quantum number. Okay, for example, if value of azimuthal quantum number is 0, then value of ml is also 0. That means S subcell, when value of L is 0, that means S subcell, that means for S subcell has only one orientation in space, that is S subcell has only one orbital, which is known as S orbital. Okay, and when value of L is 1, that is for P subcell, value of ml is minus 1 to plus 1, that is minus 1 0 plus 1. Okay, so when L is equal to 1 for which is for P subcell, there are three possible value of magnetic quantum number ml: minus 1 0 plus 1. That means P subcell has three orbitals: p orbital, px, py and pz orbital. Okay, and when value of L is 2, that is D subcell. For D subcell, there are total 5 possible value of ml, which are minus 2 minus 1 0 plus 1 plus 2, minus 2 2 plus 2, that is minus 2 minus 1 0 plus 1 plus 2. Okay, so thus D subcell has 5 d orbitals. Similarly, F subcell, and the 5 d orbitals are dxy, dyz, dxz, dx square, y square, dz square. And for L is equal to 3, ml can have total 7 values, minus 3 to plus 3, that is the total values of ml are minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. So F subcell has 7 orbital, and these are called 7 S subcell has 7 orientation, that means 7 orbital, 7 F orbital. Now last quantum number is spin quantum number. This quantum number helps to explain the magnetic property of the substance. A spinning electron behaves like a micromagnet with a definite magnetic moment. If an orbital contains two electrons, the two magnetic moment oppose and cancel each other. Okay, and the electron could spin either clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction. So using spin quantum number, which is represented by capital S or ms spin quantum number, you can say, you can tell about the spin of the electron, whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay, the spin quantum number ms was required to complete characterization of an electron. There are two possible values of spin quantum number, and the two possible values of spin quantum number are plus half and minus half. Plus half for clockwise spin, and minus half for anti-clockwise spin. Okay, and using spin quantum number value of spin quantum number, you can get spin angular momentum. The value of spin angular momentum, which is represented by capital S, is equal to root over small s into s plus 1 into h by 2 pi, where small s is equal to half, plus small s is the spin quantum number, which is either plus half or minus half. Plus half for the electron which is rotating in clockwise direction, and for anti-clockwise spin of electron, you have to take the spin quantum number as minus half. Okay, so students, you have to read about these four quantum numbers and their significant and which informations you can get from these four quantum numbers. Okay, you have to read about this quantum number. Thank you, students.